Hello everybody, welcome to the Dead Linger, update 10G, still in alpha, and my computer is fairly terrible, so that's probably half the reason it doesn't look as spectacular as it will most likely pretty soon. As you can see, we do have power out here in the forest, along with zombies. Now, again, because this is an alpha, there's probably going to be a fair number bugs and missing content that they're planning on having later, but this is going to be a pretty spectacular game if it goes all the way through. It's a procedurally generated apocalyptic zombie world in which currently most of the zombies wear black shirts and denim jeans and are bald. There have been some pretty beautiful, downright frightening glitches that I've experienced in the past couple updates. Unfortunately, I don't have recordings of them. The first is zombie rain. There were literally zombies falling from the... Okay. Yes, there are dancing trees. So, zombies falling from the sky down to the ground, surrounding me, and eating my face. In the last update, I think it was 10F, I found air-swimming zombies, or air-worming zombies. Regardless, he couldn't eat me, but while I was staring at him, there were zombies eating me. So, this game is supposed to randomly generate parcels. I believe they said 512 meters on a side. So, once we get out of this forest, we're going to see a town which should be about 512 meters across. Actually, it looks like we can see the division pretty well right here. And there's supposed to be random items strewn all over the place. Not as random as you would expect from some games, but I suppose they will work on that as well. Hopefully I can find myself a gun and ammo, because in all of my plays of this game, I have yet to have encountered both in the same world. One time I had enough guns my backpack was full, and another time I had enough ammo that if my character was hungry, I probably would have started eating it. Now, again, my computer is fairly close to death, so as long as I don't look directly at the magical mountain, there is the first mountain I've ever encountered in this game. Which, oh my gosh, the first supermarket, or whatever. You all know the store I'm thinking about, I'm just not going to mention it. But I hope they have icy. One thing I do love about this game, all of the doors are unlocked. I have yet to actually have to break something, although believe me, I would break something to get into these stores in an apocalypse. And that I did not actually grab, but it is now was stuck to my camera. So I do love that even if you're using a microphone, the zombies in-game cannot hear you, because I'm fairly certain there's going to be a zombie behind one of these doors. Plungers do make... oh god, what's on the end of it? Plungers do make spectacular weapons. Better than my fist, because I don't actually have to touch the zombies, and I will probably be able to find it via smell. That, it appears, is actually a gun. And... oh my god, 2 guns. That means I'm not going to encounter any ammo this entire game. But as you can see, they do have a very nice customization system. Shirts, jacket... okay, that's just the sound of me eating. Headgear... I don't even know what this is going to be. Probably a head-mounted flashlight. multiple weapons set up. I heard on their roadmap, or I suppose read on their roadmap, they will be introducing a radial system, so switching weapons will be easier, but again, it is currently alpha. Pants, socks, no underwear, we're going commando the whole time. It is the apocalypse, that's completely okay. Wallet, or I suppose MP3 player of some kind, fancy watch. This hand wears the watch though. Please note the watch indicator. Not actually sure if that's true, and we are golfers, only one glove. Looks like Hawk. I don't even know if this is a real gun. I suppose it would have been pretty difficult to actually get rights to use all sorts of guns in this game, so they're probably going to be using reasonably close names like they do in a few other games. HMAC, you can probably guess what name it's close to. Backpack automatically equips. That was something they didn't have in the previous update. I actually had to manually equip my Hello Kitty backpack. Oh, it's gonna get raw. Oh my god, let's fight a zombie. I am not at all scared now. So... Oh, one other thing. Currently, the flashlights seem to go on forever. There's no indicator. Actually, there's a spectacularly minimal HUD. I'm a pretty big fan of having almost nothing in my HUD, especially if it's supposed to be a realistic simulation of the apocalypse. It's not like you're going to have a pop-up HUD unless you've got some sort of glasses. Not going to use names. And... God, where have all the zombies gone? So as you can see, there's a fair variety of building types. There's multiple malls, or I believe they call them office buildings, two-story houses. I've also seen log cabins, gas station type deal, and water towers. Now, if I do actually manage to find both ammunition and guns in the same game, I'll probably spend most of my time perched up in a water tower, just having fun, trying to figure out how this game works in terms of shooting. This guy has a fucking great driveway. It might even guess like a school. Yeah, I have never seen teleporting stairs or a curb inside someone's driveway with grass and no direct sunlight. Or... Okay, I gotta check. Taking bets right now. 2-to-1 odds. There is a light pole in this guy's bedroom, which has got to just kill his nightlife. Oh, called it. Gosh, more backpacks. I want to see if I can equip multiple backpacks. Okay, duffel bag, clearly better. And... Yeah, I'm going to throw to the zombie later. Shoes? This is, I think, actually the only pair of shoes I've ever seen. I just keep encountering this pair. There's supposed to be a pretty good amount of variation. But, again, still in alpha. Oh my god! They put a goddamn pet rock. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I mean, I know I've got the baseball bat. It's probably a superior weapon. But this is the only weapon that will ever actually smile as it's doing its job. God, okay, I'm gonna have to remap some keys. I keep hitting fucking backpack when I'm trying to hit flashlight. Okay, clearly a bad idea. Clearly a bad idea. There is a kick button. It makes the sound, but there's no animation. High kicking, low kicking, everything is possible in the apocalypse. Now, let's see... Does anyone remember which direction the mountain was? I know I have a compass, but I had other things on my mind. You know what? Let's call this a mountain. Sorry about that. My game is dropping frames like no... It's probably loading the next parcel, or it could just be, again, my computer is having a minor seizure. I'm gonna go with the minor seizure. So, when I see situations like this, it makes me think that this game is set months into the apocalypse. One, the asphalt is just all destroyed. There's grass springing up everywhere. Or it could be that this is a very rural area and they just let that happen. There have apparently been earthquakes here since the apocalypse. Very amazingly distributed asphalt. No cracking. No tearing. No potholes. Just takes earthquakes in stride. Doesn't even blink. So, in some of their introduction videos, they do say that this game, whenever you generate a world, generates a random world. It's supposed to be something on the order of, I believe they said 63,000 square kilometers. More than I will ever walk in my life. Probably more than I'll ever explore in a single game. And probably enough that I will eventually find a place that actually doesn't have lighting. Speaking of which, I've never actually played this game at night. Game night, not real night. I want to know what's under this hill. It has just risen up to eat everything. Roads, lights, really everything that currently exists. Streets even. So, trees grow as I approach them. Tall trees tend to dance. I do like how animated they make the foliage. That is a rare thing. Again, my pride and joy of my life. Having a bit of problem in the moment, which I'm about to die. I'm just going to hold a random direction and hit run, and I just hope this is going to work out for the best. There used to be knockback on some of these weapons. I'd hit the zombies, they would fall back a little bit, and they wouldn't utterly destroy me. I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong, or if that's some sort of glitch that's been introduced when they put in new items. Regardless, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die fairly early on into this if I'm not careful. Infection chance down here. Green, in this case, probably bad. I'm not happy about infection. Moderate bicep. Oh god, getting eaten. This guy. This guy. This guy trying to give me hugs. Don't even know what's going on. Interrupts in the recording. Do you see the studio light on? So, hunger. I don't even know what this... Is my vision fading in and out? I'm guessing this is stamina or run distance or something. Or maybe this is stamina. Yeah, I should actually learn all this at some point. I mean, obviously later. As we can see, these assholes keep interrupting me. Not cool. Not cool. Hi. Ooh, okay. Moonwalking zombie? No. Just, at some point, I want to encounter another flying zombie or zombie. Well, I don't want to. But I kinda do, for you. Unfortunately, I think it's about all the time I have for this recording, so I will be back later, obviously now that I have guns and a pet rock, and as we all know from our childhood days, we can't abandon our small round pets, especially if we want them to evolve. So, without further ado, or with much adjournment, I will be back later.